Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. It's the regular season finale. As the Brush Bee Diggers take on the Platte Valley Broncos, I'm Sean Beltran. The Bee Diggers just defeated Platte Valley and Kersey on Monday 9-1, dropping Platte Valley to 3-12. The Bee Diggers at 10-5 were just awarded 2 forfeit victories over Liberty Commons, so they are 14th in 3A RPI. They'll be traveling but qualifying for the playoffs as the regionals will be played on Monday. We'll get to the starting lineups momentarily from Sunset Baseball Field. But let us take a break. And we will come back as the Bee Diggers go for their 11th win of the season on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Sterling would like to recognize the accomplishments of all the area 4-H students and their advisors. Hard work and long hours are just part of the job for these folks. Whether it's livestock or gardening, woodworking or cooking, the local 4-H chapters display the work ethic and innovation that built this country. When you want an electrician who works as hard as you do, call Better Electric at 970-522-1030.
Our local sports broadcasts are made possible with the help of Equitable Savings and Loan. If you're wondering how to finance your home loan, think no longer. Equitable has the expertise you can bank on. They can help you with low-cost loans or refinancing, and they have specialized programs that can be tailored to your unique needs. Go with the local team for a win toward your home ownership dreams. Equitable Savings, committed to making our communities a better place to live. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Kuski's Oil Company in Crook is your one and only local bulk delivery of gas, diesel, and propane. They also have a great selection of tires and automotive supplies. Located right on the main street in Crook, Colorado, stop in at Kuski's Oil Company and let the great team take care of you. Or if you need assistance, call 970-886-2121 for more information. Kuski's Oil Company is a very proud supporter of all of our area athletes and wishes them good luck during their sporting events this year.
In the beginning, there was wood, dry leaves, lightning, and eventually fire. Well, now there's the big green egg. It's a modern-day evolutionary design modeled on the clay cooking vessels from a long time ago. The most versatile cooking device ever. It's a grill, an oven, or a smoker. It's the only outdoor cooker you'll ever need. Often copied but never equaled, the Big Green Egg is the ultimate cooking experience, and it's available at B&J Plumbing, 236 North 2nd Street in Sterling. Just stop in and see how it can change your cooking experience.
Janet's doing it, so is Fred. Bonnie's all over it. Same with Omar. Tim's been at it since February of last year. Corey started the year before that. And guess what? They're all saving by doing so. What's that? Well, the doing part? Why, they're using the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm. And they're saving up to 30% and more on their auto insurance. How about you? You ready to get at it and save?
Call Greg Mullen at 842-4555 to learn more today.
Discounts may vary. Not available in California, Massachusetts, New York, or Rhode Island.
It's the Brush Bee Diggers on 1010 KSIR.
Well, it's a blazing hot day here in Brush. As we get to the starting lineup, game time temperature in Brush is 90 degrees. It's going to be worse tomorrow, hotter tomorrow. For visiting Platte Valley, batting first is the center fielder Hunter Pagel. Dade Gomez, the catcher, at second. Batting third is Avery Valenciano. The pitcher, Gabe Medina, hits fourth. Batting fifth, shortstop Kevin King. The left fielder, Howdy Johnson, at sixth. Braylon Edstrom, the second baseman, at seventh. Batting eighth is Zach Wymura. And the ninth hitter is Nick Dill. So that is your lineup for Platte Valley. The Bee Diggers defensively. Kyle Welland at first. The second baseman's Caden Moriarty. Cesar Hinojos at third. The shortstop is Braxton Shelton. Left field is Caden Schwent. The center fielder is David Wolf. Over in right for the Bee Diggers is Sam Metlin. Behind the plate is Ty Griffith. On the mound is Jace Krieger.
Top of the first inning.
Center fielder number 3, Hunter.
Here's Hunter Pagel hitting from the right side. Here's the wind and the pitch. And the breaking ball's a strike on the inside corner. No balls and one strike. The opening pitch today brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience. This breaking ball is fouled off to the right. No balls and 2 strikes. Here to Hunter Pagel. Jace Krieger's had limited opportunity this year. No record of 5.25 ERA. And the offering. And that fastball's up and in. A ball and 2 strikes. Pagel on the season batting .226. Kicking the pitch. Breaking ball is up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I feel like I got to drink water like continuously. Oh, yeah. It's a hydration situation. The pitch. Upstairs with a fastball, 3-2. Yeah, we'll be moving around the park a little bit later on by the 3rd inning. Broadcasting from different areas. Give this a little bit of a different feel. And the 3-2 pitch. Way outside off the glove of Griffith, and it's a walk to Pagel after no 2 count. And here comes Dade Gomez hitting .237.
Number 10, Dade Gomez.
Gomez and the Broncos wearing their baby blue jerseys with the gray pants. The Bee Diggers in their gold with the white pants, the stretch. Squaring to bunt, and he pops it foul to the backstop. No balls and 1 strike. This is the regular season finale for both teams. Platte Valley will play their next baseball game in 2022. They're just 3-12. The Bee Diggers will find out on Sunday where they will play on Monday in the regionals. A man at first in Pagel. 3-step lead. The stretch by Krieger. The offering squaring to bunt, and it's outside. And now got to throw back to first, and the tag, and it's going to be late. Ty Griffith waited a little bit too long to get rid of that baseball. Would have had him. Ran him back towards first, though. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just underway from Brush. The stretch and squaring a bunt, and that is taken upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, hopefully by about 5 o'clock it'll cool off to about 89. But I don't see that anytime soon. 2-1. And the pitch, runner going, swung on and missed. The throw to second is up the second base side, a steal for Pagel. So it's 2-2, and Pagel's on second base with Avery Valenciano on deck. Here in the top of the first inning. On a nice, toasty day in Brush. Griffith lays down the sign. Looking back is Krieger. The pitch, and the bender is inside. 3-2 to Dade Gomez. Bee Diggers now at 10-5. They were just awarded 2 forfeit wins over Liberty Common. That dropped them in the RPI because Liberty Common is winless. Swung on and drilled to left field. Caden Schwinn to his right, has to play it on a hop. And, in fact, no advance by Pagel at second. He did not advance, thinking that might have been caught.
Avery Valenciano.
First and second with nobody out for Avery Valenciano. Batting at even .300. Another right-handed hitter. The Bee Diggers are at double play depth. There's a slight breeze, and I mean slight. Big lead at second for Pagel. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the screen. There's a courtesy runner at first. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, you got to rest the catcher. With some fairly intense heat here. 0-1 to Valenciano. Griffith lays down the sign. The pitch. Swung on and popped up into right field. Sam Metlin comes in, gets under it, makes the one-handed grab. Runners back to first and second, 1 out. 1 out for the number 4 hitter, Gabe Medina.
Number 23, Gabe Medina.
Medina's hitting 200. Big, strong right-handed hitter for Platte Valley. And in the game on Monday, Medina was 1 for 2. The only hit against Kyle Wellen. Curveball is right down the middle for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fill up your cooler with a lot of ice, by the way, especially today. Gas up your car. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient. That's Stubbs Gas and Oil. The stretch and the 0-1 pitch is coming from Krieger. Here it is. Swung on and drilled into the right center field gap. Metlin to his right. Can he catch up to it? And he does! A great catch. The throw's going to go back to the cutoff. Now back to first. That is a double play. A double play. That goes 9-4-3 on an excellent play in the gap by Sam Metlin. Platte Valley comes up with a hit in the first inning, and they strand a runner. Let's head to the bottom of the first. Platte Valley does not score. And the Brush Beat Diggers are coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Beat Diggers starting lineup is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Equitable Savings and Loan. Batting first is the catcher, Ty Griffith. Caden Moriarty hits second. The DH hits third. That's Alejandro Matos Garcia. The cleanup hitters, Braxton Shelton. Kyle Wellen hits fifth. David Wolf batting sixth. Third baseman, Cesar Hinojo hits seventh. Sam Manlin in right hits eighth. And Caden Schwint, the left fielder, bats ninth. Defensively, Avery Valenciano's at first. Braylon Edstrom at second. Zach Waimoto's the third baseman. The shortstop is Kevin King. In left field, it's Howdy Johnson, Hunter Pago in center. Nick Dillon right, Dave Gomez behind the plate. And Gabe Medina is on the mound. The right-hander at third appearance, an ERA of 35. He's got his work cut out for him against this Beat Digger lineup led by Ty Griffith hitting .440. Just hit his fourth home run of the year on Monday in the 9-1 Brush victory in Kersey. And he will step in here against Medina to begin the bottom of the first. In this heat, the Beat Diggers are looking to make this a short game, as am I. But I have no control.
Leading off for your Beat Diggers in the bottom of the first.
So here we go.
Catcher number 10, Ty Griffith.
Here is Griffith. Ty Metlin responsible for all three outs in the top of the first inning as he caught a fly ball and then a line drive and then hit the cutoff for the double play. And the pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup. Way out in front, it's 0-1 to Ty Griffith. Not expecting a changeup from a guy this big. Big and strong. The pitch, swung on and fouled off the end of the bat. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh and 2 here on Ty Griffith. Gomez lays down the sign. The pitch. Breaking ball is inside. A ball and 2 strikes to the Beat Digger catcher. He has had a fabulous year. The offering outside on the breaking ball. 2-2. Moriarty waits to hit next. And Medina comes home. Swung on and lifted down the left side into foul territory. Long run for Howdy Johnson. And let's see, might have made the catch, and I think he did. Yeah, going to the ground. Howdy Johnson puts it away. There's one down.
Batting second baseman, number 20, Caden Moriarty.
Here's Moriarty in the 2-hole. Batting .326. Left-handed hitter. Kicking the pitch in the dirt. Oh, that ball hit him. All right, went in on him, hit his right foot.
Hitter spot, number 12, Hondo Montos Garcia.
Here is Hondo batting .300. So Hondo from the right side. And the pitch is a strike down the middle. It's 0-1. No balls and one strike. I just took my cap off. It feels a heck of a lot better, I'll tell you that. 0-1 here. Throw back to first. Nothing doing. The Bead Diggers at 10-5 going into this game against the Platte Valley team that did make the playoffs about 3 years ago. Went 7-14 in 2019. Of course, no season last year. Hondo awaits the pitch. Runner goes. That's taken for a ball throw to second. Will be late. One with a changeup. Count is sitting at 1-1. Hondo now looking to drive in a run. He had 6 RBIs in the first game of a doubleheader against Strasburg nearly a week ago. The pitch outside. Ball 2, strike 1. No score. We're in the bottom of the first inning. At second is Moriarty. And the pitch swung on, drilled foul. Up the third base side. Count now goes to 2-2. To Alejandro Maltos Garcia. And the pitch. Fastball is high. Three balls and 2 strikes. The Bead Diggers looking for the first run of the game. The pitch, runner goes. Swung on, drilled, left field, base hit. Moriarty rounds third. He will score. Hondo with an RBI single, and the Bead Diggers lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. That's the way to get this party started.
Number 18, Braxton Shelton.
Shelton hitting .325 as he steps in against the right-hander.
Wait on it, kid. Wait on it.
Shelton had a couple of doubles on Monday against Platte Valley. And the pitch, and that is up and away. A ball and no strikes to Braxton Shelton. A Bead Digger victory would give them their 11th of the season, the offering, and that hit him. Got him either in the lower back or in the gluteus maximus.
Now batting first baseman.
So here we go.
13, Kyle
Wellen. Wellen is batting .359. And that ball nearly hit him. Butt up the third base side. It's going to be a tough play. Medina picks it up, throws to first, and that will be in time. Give him the sacrifice. 1-3. But that was in time.
Now batting
2 down.
center fielder, number 7, David Wolf.
Here is David Wolf. Hitting .211. Wine in the pitch, and that ball went behind him. Ball and no strikes. To David Wolf. Out of the windup, men at second and third. 1-0 Brush in the bottom of the first inning. And the offering. Swung on. That ball is missed. I don't know if we got a piece of it at the plate. Into the catcher's glove. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the offering. Foul to the backstop. It's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to David Wolf. With a run across in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch, and that ball hit him. Got him on the right hand. I don't know how it got him on the hand there. Went behind him, but I guess his hand was exposed. And the bases are loaded.
Now batting third baseman, number 22.
For Cesar Hinojos.
Hinojos.
Batting .219. All right, Cesar up there with the bases loaded. Out of the windup is his pitcher, Medina. 2 hit batters in the inning and the pitch. And that is a strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. And the offering. Swung on, drill, base hit left center field. That will score 1. That will score 2. Braxton Shelton's around third. David Wolf will head to third. And now into second off the throw near the plate is going to be Hinojos, a 2-run, 2-out single. And the Bee Diggers lead 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning.
Number 9, Sam Metlin.
Metlin was in the 2-hole, now in the 8-hole. Metlin is batting .263. Pitch bounces in. Nice block there by Gomez. A ball and no strikes. The Bee Diggers just came up with their second hit of the inning. Couple of hits, couple of hit batsmen. And the 1-0. And that one hit him. Can't get that curveball to break it all. And that'll send up Caden Schwint.
Now batting left fielder, number 14, Caden Schwint.
Batting .346. So here we go. 3 hit batters in the inning. All on the off-speed stuff, though. Still hurts a little bit. Schwint digs in. And the pitch. And that's in the dirt with a changeup. 1 ball, no strikes. Out of the windup and the offering. Swung on, drill deep to left field, coming on, diving, and the catch is not made right off the bottom of the glove. 1 run is going to score. Hinojos to the plate, he's going to score, and now maybe caught in a run down there is the trail runner, and back now to second base is Metlin. The throw, the slide, the tag, and he is going to be, did they call him safe? They called him safe at second, I believe. I didn't see the call. I think he got underneath the tag. Yep, he got underneath the tag, and it's a RBI single, a 2-run single for Caden Schwint.
Number 10, Ty Griffith.
And the score is sitting now at 5-0. And here is Ty Griffith. Popped out earlier. Swing and a miss. He's out in front of that one. So a 2-run single from Hinojos and a 2-run single from Schwint. And the Bee Diggers are out in front comfortably. And the pitch. That fastball is upstairs. A ball and a strike, already 5-0. Here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch in the dirt. And now, what happened there? Oh, it's a balk. Yep. No pitch. Second and third. 1-1. Pitch to Griffith. That's in the dirt. Ball 2, strike 1. The Bee Diggers trying to make this an abbreviated game as the breeze kicks up a bit here in Brush. And the offering way outside. Hondo had an RBI single to get the scoring started. This is the 10th hitter of the inning. With Moriarty waiting to hit next. 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung on and fouled. I have no idea why Ty swung at that pitch. That was awful. I mean, that was an awful pitch to swing at. Down at the shoe tops and closer to his ankles than it was to home plate. But he wants to swing. I get it. 3-2 to Griffith. The pitch. Swung on, drilled deep to left field. That's going to be the 5th home run of the season for Ty Griffith on a hanger. A 3-run shot. A majestic blast for the Beat Digger catcher. And the Beat Diggers now lead 8-0 over Platte Valley in the bottom of the 1st inning. TG with an HR. That was a no-doubter. A no-doubter. And here is Caden Moriarty. There's a visit to the hill. A lot of this damage came with 2 down. We're gonna Jose Lopez is gonna come into pitch for Platte Valley. Let's take a break. We're in the bottom of the 1st inning. 8-0 Brush on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It'll be Jose Lopez, the left-hander, into the game. Gabe Medina just goes 2/3 of an inning. He's now at third base. 8-0. Ty Griffith just hit a 3-run homer. Lefty against lefty. Here's Moriarty, hit by a pitch. Not sure if there's any other changes here. Well, Waimura, I believe, is out of the game, at least for now.
Now batting for your Beat Diggers, second baseman number 20, Caden Moriarty.
And the pitch. Fastball is upstairs. ERA in the 8s for Lopez. Pitched a really good game against Resurrection Christian this year. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gets a sign and the pitch. Woo! But that one got him on the upper right shoulder. Boy, Platte Valley's got to be careful here. They're getting careless. That's 4-hit batsmen. Yeah, they've got to stop this here.
Now batting in the
They've hit 4 batters already.
12.
I mean, I know it's not intentional, but then you got to... Tom Odell has to protect these players maybe by playing them too long in this game. Somebody's going to get hurt with all, and it's not his fault. He's got to fill out a lineup card. But if these pitchers keep losing control, at some point, you're going to have to take certain players out because this game's already in the bag. The pitch, fastball away, runner goes to second, the throw on a hop to slide, and in there, it's a stolen base for Caden Moriarty. And that was a fastball that Lopez hit Moriarty with. 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch, the offering, fastball away. He does throw hard. 2-0. Well, Platte Valley has had a really rough year. 3-12, the offering. Swing and a miss and a fastball above the letters. Ball 2, strike 1. The RBI single by Hondo, first run of the game, brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. The pitch. Ooh, that was up and in. 3-1. I mean, this is getting ridiculous already. That could have taken his helmet off. 3 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, they've hit 4 batters, and that one was headed right towards his head. 3-1 to Hondo. Runner goes to third. The pitch up and away. It's a stolen base for Moriarty.
Now batting shortstop.
And Lopez has no idea where the ball's going.
Braxton Shelton.
Here is Shelton. And if you're Platte Valley, you got to protect, maybe not Brush, you got to protect your own players. Because at some point, I mean, this is not retaliation station, but You hit 4 batters, they're going to pitch inside on your hitters. First and third with 2 down. The stretch, Lopez looks in. The pitch, fastball is upstairs. Yeah, he brings it. But again, 7 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, you just got to protect your body here at this point. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss, a fastball down the middle. Just above the knees, it's 1-1. Good pitch there by Lopez. Trying to find his strike zone. And the pitch, and that's in the dirt. 2-1. An RBI single by Hondo, 2-run singles by Enojols and Schwint, and a 3-run homer by Ty Griffith. Stretch. 2-1 pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Runner to second, no throw. 2 in scoring position. And we're going to have another visit to the hill. Well, I can see why. Lopez has thrown 12 pitches. 9 of them are balls. And the Bee Diggers put together some huge innings. They can get out of here before the 5th inning. 8-0. Here in the bottom of the 1st inning. And the outstanding talents of Paul Deneen are here at Sunset Baseball Field. Check out all of his pictures. Paul's got a major talent. You spot him everywhere at Morgan County events, including today, where it's 90 degrees right now in Brush. The heat doesn't stop any of us, Paul. Doesn't stop anybody. Although I'm thinking about it. So Shelton up there with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Paul tried. No, that didn't cost a thing. That's a free compliment. That's a free, well-deserved. 3 balls and 1 strike to Shelton. And I only got credit on me, so I should have carried some cash today. Kyle Wellen waits to hit next. Shelton looking for a big bang here with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Off of third is Moriarty. Hondo at second. Kicking the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the backstop. 3-2. Well, let's see how well Braxton can protect the plate here. 3-2 pitch. And the breaking ball's in the dirt. Nice take there. Braxton did not wave at that one, and the bases are reloaded. Here is Kyle Wellen.
First baseman, number 13, Kyle Wellen.
Wellen with a sac bunt his first time up. And the pitch. Fastball is outside. A ball and no strikes. Here to Kyle Wellen out of the stretch. The pitch. That's fastballs up and in. Bringing the heat, but again, no idea where the ball's going. 12 balls and 4 strikes for the left-hander Lopez. 2-0. Moriarty, Hondo, and Shelton on the base paths. 2-0 pitch, and that's down and in. 3 balls and no strikes. We played half an hour, not out of the first inning yet. The Bee Diggers have been up there forever. 3-0 to Kyle Wellen, the offering. Grooves it in there for a strike, and that's what Lopez should do, take something off it. He took a lot off of that and found the strike zone. 3-1 out of the stretch at the belt. The pitch, swung on, popped foul and out of play. He's taken a lot off the last 2 pitches and is a lot more accurate now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Only his 5th and 6th strikes of the inning against 13 balls. So 3-2. Here to Kyle Wellen. Stretched by Lopez. The offering, and that's up and away. It's a walk. And that will score Moriarty. Welland with the RBI, and it's 9-0 Brush.
Number 7, David Wolf.
David Wolf was hit by a pitch his first time up. Well, I believe this is Brush's biggest inning of the season. Wine in the pitch. Fastball is upstairs. They scored 9 runs in an inning at Valley earlier this year. They just matched that against Platte Valley and Brush. Lopez looking in the 1-0. That breaking ball's up and away. Maltos Garcia at third, Shelton at second, Welland at first. Oh, I can smell those hamburgers. I'm not hungry now. And the 2-0 pitch. And that's bounced into the screen, ricochets right back to the catcher. And then through the catcher, back to the pitcher, 3-0. And I'm not sure how many pitches the left-hander Lopez has remaining. Yeah, I think Coach Arcolari's got to make a move here. 3-0 pitch, and that's down and away. It's a walk. A run scores. That's Hondo. It's now 10-0.
Third baseman, number 22. That's on. Hinojos.
Here is Hinojos. Keep in mind, 9 of these runs were scored with 2 outs. It was 1-0 with 2 outs. Kicking the pitch. Way outside, off the glove of the catcher Gomez, but he tracks it down. 1 ball and no strikes. He's been busy back there. We've seen close to about 50 pitches here in the first inning. Lopez with 19 balls and 6 strikes. He's got a good live arm, but again, we can see what the issue is. It's controlling the strike zone. And the 1-0, and that's upstairs. 2-0, I would think this has got to be the last hitter. They've got nobody warming up in the bullpen, but at this point, you got to get through this inning. And the 2-0, that's up and away. 3 balls and no strikes. Here to Cesar Hinojos. Bases loaded, walks to Welland and Wolf. Hinojos is 1 pitch away, 3-0, and that is a strike. Down the middle, belt high. 3 balls and 1 strike. With 2 down and the bases empty in the bottom of the first inning. 3-1 pitch, and that's upstairs. It's a walk, and Hinojos has driven in a run via the base on balls. Braxton Shelton steps on home plate. It's 11-0 Brush.
Right fielder, number 9,
Sam Metlin was hit by a pitch. Visit to the hill. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. Not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado. Proud supporter of local sports and academics. And I think this is going to be it here for Jose Lopez. 2 pitchers have been used in the inning. Lopez did not retire a single hitter. It's 11-0. And let's see what's going to happen here. Frustrating for Lopez, just cannot find the zone. And they're going to take the ball from him. And we will take a break. 11-0. Brush leads Platte Valley, 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the first. And Dade Gomez, the catcher, is bending over at the waist on the hill. He's been back there. He needs a ton of water. Bee Digger Baseball brought to you in part by Western Engineering Consultants on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. All right, Lopez has actually stayed in the game. It's 1-1 to Sam Metlin. And the pitch is swung on and lifted to center field. This should end the inning after 11 runs were scored and the catch is made. And the inning is finally over. Catch made by Hunter Pagel for the Bee Diggers in the inning. 11 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and the bases were left loaded. Head to the second. Brush 11, Platte Valley nothing. On 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the second inning. The Bee Diggers lead 11-0 over Platte Valley.
Broncos.
Been a while since
For the
Jace
second
Krieger's
inning,
been out there.
baseman number 14, Kevin King.
And here is Kevin King. Batting from the right side. If you're up by 20, you can make this a 3-inning game. Brush is headed in that direction. Wind by Krieger, the pitch. Breaking ball is up and in. Kevin King was 0 for 2 on Monday. And the offering swung on and fouled off to the right. Count levels at 1-1. Here to the Platte Valley shortstop. Bay Diggers will pick up their 11th win of the year. Fastball is upstairs, 2-1. Platte Valley simply ran out of pitching. Nothing today from Medina or from Jose Lopez. 11 runs allowed, all earned. And the offering swung on, drilled down the left field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. And it's in the corner. Schwint is going to chase it down. And into second as Kevin King to lead off the second inning.
Now batting left fielder number 8, Howdy Johnson.
Here's the left fielder, Howdy Johnson. Open stance from the right side. The stretch by Krieger. And the pitch. Swung on and lined on one hop to Shelton. And he's going to run straight at the runner. Now to third. Now Hinojo's back to second. He'll fire it. And they're going to chase the runner down. And that will go 6-5-4. Moriarty applies the tag. One down. On the fielder's choice.
Number 13, Jose Lopez.
That was certainly the right play. Again, 6-5-4. Here is Jose Lopez now. The pitcher, the current pitcher for Platte Valley. The stretch. And the offering in low. 1 ball, no strikes. With a man at first, 1 down, top of the second inning. Brush 11, Platte Valley nothing. 1-step lead there for Johnson. And the pitch swung on, drilled into the right center field gap. That ball's going to roll all the way towards the fence. Now it's going to be picked up by Wolf. Johnson to second, and the runner will not head home. It's a double.
Now batting shortstop, number 12, Zach Waimura.
Here's Waimura. Jose Lopez drills that double. Waimura from the right side was 0 for 2 on Monday. He now bats against Krieger. What are we doing here? Is this for real? The infield is playing in. I guess they must be practicing this for a close game. This is more of a drill right now. The Bee Diggers aren't doing this because it's a competitive game. The Bee Diggers are doing this because they want to be prepared for a situation like this in the future with the infield playing in, fouled off the end of the bat. No balls and 1 strike. That's the only reason you would do this. Like if this is a competitive game against a solid opponent, you play the infield back in the second inning. But this is like the 5th or 6th inning, the pitch, and that one hit him. And the bases are loaded on the hit by pitch. Now let's see if the infield plays a double play depth.
Dill.
Nick Dill batting from the right side. With the bases loaded and 1 out. Dill hitting out of the 9 hole. The stretch. And the pitch. Swung on and chopped to 30. Knowles can go to the plate, and he throws low, but it's dug out by Griffith, who steps on the base. Or on the plate, there's 2 down. Fielder's choice, 5-2. Good play there by Sessad. And that will send up Hunter Pagel, who walked his first time up. And now we're going to have a pitching change. Davin Wolf will take to the hill. Krieger is going to be in center.
Your attention, please, on the mound now for the Beat Diggers.
And we will keep it right here.
David Wolf.
With the brush up. 11-0 in the top half of the second. Wolf with a live arm, but he really struggled against Valley here earlier this season. He's just got to find a strike zone. Yeah, right now, just looking at him at warm-ups, he's got to follow through. He follows through. He's got a great arm. That's all he needs to do. So Krieger threw an inning and 2/3, leaving the bases loaded. And if Wolf could just find a strike zone, not that easy to hit. Especially with his Platte Valley lineup struggling this year. We'll let you enjoy the music for now. Better than my voice. The Beat Diggers got a 3-run homer in the first inning from Ty Griffith. 2-run singles from Hinojosa and Schwint. And bases loaded walks to 3 hitters. So here we go. Davin Wolf.
Broncos center fielder, number 3.
We'll throw to Hunter Pagel. I'm going to get a massive tan on the left side of my face. Yeah, I will be two-tone after this game. Left side's got some sun, right side is protected. Here we go. With the bases loaded and 2 down in the second. Wolf out of the stretch. Pitch to Pagel. Fastball down the middle for a strike. Belt high, it's 0-1. Oh, just repeat that mechanic and you're good to go. Stretch by Wolf. And the offering. And that one clipped him. Looked like it got him. Or did it hit the bat? I thought it got him. Yeah, that one looked like it hit the batter. And it did on the hand. It's a bases loaded hit by pitch. And I could see that coming because he was throwing a lot of pitches inside, even in warm-ups. Scoring on the play is Lopez, his courtesy runner.
Gomez.
It's 11-1. This is going to be a long, long, long game, even if it goes only 3 or 4 innings. We're just headed in that direction. It appears to be okay. Does the hit batter Pagel? 6 batters have been hit in the game. Here we go with Dade Gomez. The pitch. Fastball is a strike. It's 0-1. Gomez had a base hit his first time up. Runners take their leads. And the pitch. Down and away. A ball and a strike. To Dade Gomez. Wymura's the lead runner at third. And the offering. That's a fastball down the middle, strike 2, knee high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Beat Diggers up by 10 in the top of the second. Come on, David, right here. Right here. Let's go to the bottom of the second. Let's do it right now. This pitch. 1-2. Swung on and lifted foul. Not a play off to the right. Giving chase is Wellen, but he might have a play. He did make the play. That ball was twisting towards the fence. Boy, that's a heck of a play by Welland. Welland to foul territory. And I thought he had no chance, but he made the play for the Broncos. A run on 2 hits, no errors. 3 left to the bottom of the second. Brush 11, Platte Valley 1 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 11-1 Brush. Let's head to the bottom of the second inning. Schwint, Griffith, and Moriarty against Jose Lopez. Second pitcher for Platte Valley. Schwint had a 2-run single his first time up.
For the Beat Diggers in the bottom of the second inning, left fielder, number 14, Caden Schwint.
Let's see if the temperature's actually gone up. It has not. It's 88. It's dropped a couple of degrees. Oh, I felt that. Easy. Schwint was hitting well over 340 going into this game. As the junior left fielder will step in, now a senior, but playing under the junior designation since the season began in early May, I should say. Usually begins in March. The left-hander Lopez fires, and that's fastball is down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. The Beat Diggers will play on Monday on the road. Site and time to be determined in a regional. The pitch, swing, and a miss and a ball tailing away. Count levels at 1-1. Kick in the pitch. Fastball, little bit high, barely missed. Lopez wanted that one, 2-1. Winding the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and foul to the screen. Challenged him with a fastball. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 11-1. Brush leads Platte Valley. Bottom of the second. In Brush. Beat Diggers looking to make this a 4 or 5 inning game. Breaking ball is up and away. I believe the rule is 20 runs after 3, 15 after 4, 10 after 5. 3-2 pitch. That's outside. It's a walk. And for Platte Valley,
Catcher, number 10, Ty Griffith.
Platte Valley's at 4 batters. Make it 5 batters. And that was their 6th walk, all by Lopez. Medina didn't walk anybody. Ty Griffith is a 3-run homer, popped out prior to that. And the throw back to first. Schwint headed to second. There's the throw to second, the tag, and he's going to be out. Tagged out by Edstrom. Caught stealing. Goes 3-4. 1 down. He didn't read that well at all against the lefty. Lopez now stretching out that left arm. Hopefully he's okay. Now he could have an injury situation. Lopez looks like he's laboring. And we're going to take a break. We'll come back 11-1 Brush over Platte Valley in the second on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Weldona. Wow. We're only in the second. It's 11-1 Brush. This has got to be an abbreviated game. Beat Diggers have all the ability to control that fate. After scoring all those runs in the first inning, Kevin King is the 3rd pitcher. And it's getting to be a long afternoon early here.
Once again, now batting catcher, number 10.
It's Ty Griffith.
Ty Griffith.
See if Ty comes up swinging here. Griffith with a pop out and a 3-run homer. The right-hander, Kevin King, delivers down the middle for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It's his 3rd plate appearance Only in the second. Wine in the pitch. Swung on and drilled into center field. Should be a routine play for Pagel. Going back, and that ball is over his head. He misplayed it completely. Griffith to second with a double. Pagel kind of stopped, and I thought he had that baseball the way he was body motioning out there. And it just sailed over his head. If he keeps going back on the run, he makes that catch easily.
Caden Moriarty.
Here's Moriarty. I think we might have a courtesy runner. Are they going to appeal at first? They're going to appeal here. There's the appeal. Out! Griffith did not step on first base. He is going to be called out. So he is out. No base hit for Griffith, as he missed first base on the appeal, so there's 2 down. 2 down. There was the appeal, and he's called out. No base hit. So 2 down. And the offering upstairs to Moriarty. Yeah, you don't step on first base, you automatically. Now, if you miss second base and get to third, then you're credited with a base hit, but not if you miss first. And the 1-0 offering. And that changeup is up and in. That happened yesterday, believe it or not. A kid named Cabrian Hayes for the Pirates homered off Walker Buehler of the Dodgers over the fence, and he didn't step on first, and he was called out. The pitch swung on, grounded foul up the first base side. Can you imagine? And he missed it by a mile, too, in that Pirates-Dodgers game yesterday. I didn't see what happened there with Griffith, but obviously he didn't step on first. And the field umpire, Cody Roth, caught that when it was appealed by Platte Valley. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's why you pay attention to the bases on both sides. Yeah, you don't step on first. It's like you didn't even get a hit. Here's the wine in the pitch, and that's upstairs. It's 3-1. The Bay Diggers scored 10 of their 11 runs in the first inning with 2 down. On deck is Hondo. Kevin King with a 3-1. Fouled off to the left. Count moves to 3-2. Here to Caden Moriarty. The Bay Diggers have those 11 runs on just 4 hits. Platte Valley has 3 hits. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Time is called. That's just what we need in a game that's lasted over an hour, and it's only in the second inning. 3-2. Kicking the pitch. That is a called strike 3 on the inside corner. And the Bay Diggers are retired in the second. Let's head to the third. It's Brush 11, Platte Valley 1 on 1010 KSIR in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. All right, let's head to the third inning. We're up in the stands here. The Bay Diggers lead the Platte Valley Broncos by a score of 11-1. I'm up here with my the ultimate baseball mom, Brenda Shelton. We'll be talking throughout the course of this particular inning.
On the mound for your Bay Diggers.
And Hondo is now on the hill for the Bay Diggers. Third pitcher. As soon as Paul Acosta is done with the Van Halen music, we'll be able to speak to somebody. Namely, Brenda. It'll be Avery Valenciano stepping in for Platte Valley. He popped out his first time up. In fact, he had that line drive. Actually, hit that fly ball to Metland.
Leading off for the Broncos in the top of the third inning, second baseman number 2, Avery Valenciano.
Some changes here. Jackson Dunker, a senior, is now at second.
Jaden went to third.
And now Hondo. Yeah, we got changes all over the place. The pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 is Valenciano. So, my friend, you're going to have to keep score and talk at the same time, which is what you and I are doing.
Yes.
All right, you and I are doing. We'll ask any baseball questions because, again, when you're a baseball mom, that role starts very young. Very young. So the questions could be oddball questions coming out of nowhere, but I think you'll know where I'll be going with this with Valenciano from the right side. The kick by Hondo, the 0-1. Swung on and lifted to right field, and to his right as Metlin settles under it and makes the grab, and there's one down here in the top of the third inning. I think one of the hardest things to do when you're a baseball mom is washing uniforms. Have you ever washed the same uniform back to back? You wash it, yes?
Oh, yes, John. You know how many times we've been in a hotel room and we are scrubbing with no laundry facility at all. And I believe maybe Amy Beltran would have been beside me and John Schwenke's mom, Pat.
Okay, so now we're going back. Wow. All three of them did it. And that's outside. Okay, so that's only on the road. Ever done that at home, or you've got enough because you know how dirty those things can get, Brenda?
No, I have never done it at home.
Okay.
On the road.
1-0 pitch. Fastball is a strike to Gabe Medina. 1 ball and 1 strike. Medina hit that line drive to Metlin, and then they doubled off the runner at first to end the first inning. 11-1. Brush in the top of the third. The pitch. In the dirt, 2 balls and 1 strike. Okay, we're going to talk about packing the cooler. All right, packing the cooler. That was a big thing. The wagon is required. And I know everybody has a system, but your system is probably as perfect as it gets. The pitch. Swung on and chopped over the mound. The shortstop, Chilton, charges. Cut off by the third baseman. Throw to first. Is going to be in time.
Good job, Bob.
Moriarty makes the play at third.
Now batting pitcher.
And there's 2 down.
Kevin King.
Moriarty went from second to third. Here's Kevin King. Stepping in, he's now the pitcher for Platte Valley. He doubled his first time up. Okay, in a cooler, what goes first, Brenda? In the cooler.
The cooler, it would always be the water.
Okay, the water that makes sense. Breaking ball is high. But do we have anything else besides the ice? I mean, does the ice automatically go second?
The ice pack automatically goes second, and depending on the kid, because Jacob had a different like, and Braxton definitely has a different want and must.
Lined into center field for a base hit by Kevin King, a 2-out single, and the inning continues for Howdy Johnson. Listen, because these might seem like elementary questions, you are educating people who have kids that are coming up. They have to know these things. I mean, no one might seem logical. Plus, you're talking to me, and I ask very basic 101 questions. So, because these are things, and you know why I ask you these? These are things baseball dads often ignore, right? The baseball moms take care of it. Right, Tammy? I mean,
oh, John,
yeah, right?
You just opened up a can of worms.
No, but I love that can of worms, the pitch.
Yeah, we just talk about us being the pack mules, so we definitely have that title and deserve it.
The pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes to Howdy Johnson. A fielder's choice his first time up, 2 down, 11-1 Brush over Platte Valley. The stretch. Hondo comes home, and that bounces in. Runner goes to second. Straight up steal for Kevin King. Yeah, because what is the baseball dad's job? To drive? That's Brenda. That's Brad. Is that all you did? What did you do? Come on,
While they're all sleeping, I'd drive.
Okay. That's where you account for the long trips, whether it be to Nebraska, the other side of the state. We got regionals coming up. The pitch, and that one's low, and it gets away, but not far enough from the new Brush catcher, which is Hinojos. 3 balls and no strikes. Brad, I'm glad you brought that up. Now I've got to bring up Omaha and all the times that I drove, even with kidney stones. And my wife had zero sympathy or empathy for her husband. So now, yeah, that might make up for it, but she does all the work. As did Brenda, as did Pat Mendoza, as does Tammy Wellen. 3 balls and no strikes in the pitch. That's a fastball for a strike down the middle, belt high. It's 3-1. Jose Lopez is on deck. All right, your son is not pitching this year, but when he was growing up, were you more nervous when he pitched or when he hit? More anxious, nervous?
Definitely at the mound for sure.
Okay, that makes 2 of us. Jackson Dunker catches the line drive, and the inning is over. We'll keep it right here. It's 11-1. You know, it's funny you mention that because yesterday, and Ryan Wheatley is here, and he saw my son pitch, and he basically was throwing batting practice. They said they were getting signs stolen. He gave up 8 runs in the second inning, and he said he didn't actually feel that bad. He felt his arm was good, but he throws a lot of change-ups. And
It's the first start he made in his career, and I used to cringe when I'd watch him pitch. And yesterday I said, well, and then his son came on and threw 3 innings. But I will say this, Ryan, the only defense of my son, your son got some defense behind him that my son did not. But that's about it. But he still got hit hard. Yeah, my son got lit up like a Christmas tree yesterday. And see, I remember this so freshly, Brenda, because it was yesterday. That was the worst outing of his entire career. Now, this brings up another thing. Every mom who's had a son pitch remembers that one moment that they were either I don't know why I use the word ashamed, but so mad at their son. I've got one for you. This would have been in Omaha when Braxton Shelton threw over to the first, and there was nobody on first base for the opposing team.
The ghost first baseman. I'll never forget that one either.
I'm not going to say that you cursed after the game, because I was cursing right there, because that's natural, right? I mean, it's what happens, but that's the one moment. However,
but I do remember another play where I think Cody Roth was the coach, and Braxton rolled the ball at short to the second baseman because the second baseman probably wasn't going to catch it. So he knew his teammates, and
right.
I'll never forget that either. So
yes, yeah,
baseball IQ.
Yes, no, that's true. That is part of the baseball IQ. Yeah, Braxton did well. That I thought was from second to first, at least when I was with him. But second to first. Yeah, that was in Fort Morgan.
For your B-Diggers.
I believe that was field 1 or field 3. Not that I want to get too specific by the interstate. So here we go with Hondo. Angie Hayes, the aunt of Braxton Shelton, is to my right. And if you listen to her laugh, she might sound like she's next to me, but she's at least 10 feet away.
Third inning.
Hondo singled and walked. Angie, isn't it more fun for me being up here? Okay, I'll just stay up here. Let's just do that. Hondo is 1 for 1. I haven't messed up your scoring, have I, Brenda?
No way.
Okay, all right, because I get more entertained by
Remember,
doing
John, we're used to clips and people calling from the dugout, and our favorite. By chance, does anybody have a batter?
That's right, a base hit into center field on the first pitch. And Hondo's on base for the 3rd time in the game.
Hey, let's go, 1-8.
And you know what Brenda and I used to do, because Brenda keeps a written scorebook. Mine is electronic. We used to sometimes compare how many hits you get. It's hard to believe it's 11-1 in this game. Platte Valley has 4 hits and Brush has got their 5th hit. Why? Because how many times, Brenda, have you said it's about pitching?
It's always about pitching.
Right? We've had Platte Valley with 6 walks to Brush hitters, and they've hit 5 batters and 3 walks with the bases loaded. Now I won't speak to Brenda until the next hitter, because Braxton is up here. Braxton Shelton, so she can have fun and concentrate on her son and not put up with me. Courtesy runner at first, and a pitch, and that is low, a ball and no strikes. Braxton had a couple of hits against Platte Valley. He's been on base twice here, hit by a pitch and walked, so his on-base percentage is on the rise. Short lead at first, 11-1, bottom of the 3rd inning. Brush in the lead. Runner is bluffing, and the pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Let's see the courtesy runner at first. That looks like Tanner Ludgate. If I see 2-4 from here. 2 balls and no strikes. Kevin King, the 3rd pitcher for Platte Valley, at the belt. And the offering. Swung on and drilled into deep center field. Hagel to his right, still going back. Reaches up, and it's off his glove. And now Ludgate the 3rd, and the throw is going to be made, and the slide, he's going to be in there. Boy, Pagel nearly made that catch in center field. Nearly made that catch.
Now batting first baseman.
Here's Kyle Wellen.
Kyle Wellen.
Wellen, a sack bunt and a walk. Well, the B-Diggers would like to make this. Now, they can score 10 runs in the inning, which is not far-fetched considering they scored 11 in the first. They could end this on a 20-run rule after 3. So Shelton launched that one into deep center.
Come on, Kyle.
Wellen from the right side. And a pitch. And that fastball is a strike at the knees. No balls. And 1 strike. With runners at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, bottom 3. The B-Diggers up by 10. Oh, it's going to be a long trip probably on Monday. Brent, you look forward to that. Isn't that part of the fun?
It is all part of the fun.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to go to Lamar. I mean, come on. That's You know what? Fort Morgan 2 years ago went to Palisade. That 5-hour trip back was joyous because they won, and the Bee Diggers can do the same on Monday regardless of where they go, breaking balls in the dirt. I'm going to throw it out there, 2-1. If you had a choice, these are one of the two choices. You'd rather go to Lamar or Gunnison. I think I know the answer.
Gunnison.
Yeah, that's not even close, right? I mean, that's like saying, do I want water or no air? And the 2-1 pitch swung on, grounded, foul up the third base side. Count goes to 2-2. Davin Wolf is on deck. I got to offer better choices than that. I've got friends in Lamar, not too many. And after this conversation, even fewer, if anybody was actually listening. 2 balls and 2 strikes. My buddy Eric Stone used to work there. Now he's in Kansas.
Let's go, Kyle.
Lloyd Boyer used to work there, our farm director. And the pitch, and the breaking ball is up and in. Ball 3, strike 2.
Come on, Kyle.
To Kyle Wellen. You know what? I'm gonna put Brad Shelton on the spot. Brad, temperature. You want to guess the temp here? Don't look.
96.
96. It's 88 degrees in Brush. That was awful. Terrible guess, but at least you tried. Thanks for playing. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's good. That's good. The pitch. Fastball is up. Yeah.
That a boy, Kyle.
Yeah. Brad gets 96 because I think he saw that my head was starting to melt. Oh, that's why. All right. 88 for the person dressed correctly. 96 for Brad, who's in jeans. There we go with David Wolf. Wolf was hit by a pitch and walked. Let's see if he can clear the bases or at least get a base hit. Still nobody out, bottom of the third inning. Kevin King, the right-hander.
Come on.
Kicks and fires. And that's a fastball for a strike on the inner half at the knees. It's 0-1. This is the 3rd time around for the Bee Diggers, and we're not through the 3rd inning in a game that has lasted about an hour and 15 minutes already. Out of the windup in the 0-1 offering, and that is off the glove of Gomez, and now he spots it as he rips off the mask up the third base side. Count is level at 1-1. Brad, by the way, get 105 degrees. I'll still have menudo, so don't worry about that. That's not going to change. I know that Brad's not going to have that, but I'm still... Yeah, my buddy ordered a chicken tortilla soup here in town on a 90-degree day. I said, yes, this theory about not having soup in the summer months, I could have that all year. That's aside from the game. Here's the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded sharply to second. Could be 2. Flip to second for 1 and back to first. That's going to be late. It'll score a run. The fielder's choice. Ludgate crosses home plate. Give David Wolf the RBI. And the Bee Diggers now lead by a score of 12-1. All right, Brenda. The Bee Diggers scored 11 runs in the first inning. Do you know how many runs they scored with 2 outs? With 2 outs. I know I shouldn't put you on the spot like this.
Oh, John.
They scored
all of them.
Except 1. Right. Good. They scored 10 of their 11 runs. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that to you.
No, you did. I answered it right.
Well, no, I was just helping you with a recap. And the fastballs are straight. You're not used to the recap. But you got them right, yes. Yes, Hondo's base hit was with 1 out. But then Hinojos had a 2-out, 2-run single. Schwint a 2-out, 2-run single. And then you had a 3-run homer by Griffith and 3 bases loaded walks. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch swung on and popped up into right field. That ball's got some carry to it. Nick Dill is right there to his right. Dill makes the catch. Runner tags. Wolf to second. Now Shelton to the plate. He'll score. On the sac fly, it's 13-1. Hinojos drives in his 3rd run of the game.
Got a baby. 3rd RBI.
Now batting right fielder, number 9, Sam Metlin.
Go, Sam.
Here's Sam Metlin. Hit by a pitch and popped out. By the way, the answer to the question you haven't asked is I'm not sure. The question being, when are you going to leave my side? But now, I'm having too much fun here. 13-1. The pitch inside to Sam Metlin. Again, the Bee Diggers have drawn 6 walks in this game. Or might be 7, actually. I have to look at the recap. Now, Brenda should quiz me. 1 ball and no strikes, 2 across in the 3rd inning, 13-1 Brush. And the pitch, fastball is up and away, 2-0. Here to the B-Digger right fielder, has been busy defensively. Had a nice play in the first inning. A line shot hit by Medina. Then doubled up the trail runner at first. Wolf at second. 2 balls and no strikes. Gomez lays down the sign. At the belt, King delivers. And that bounces and bounces away. And Wolf to third.
Come on, boys. We just need 2 more.
It is 3-0. Here to Sam Metlin. On deck is Caden Schwentz. He had a big 2-run, 2-out single in the first inning.
Let's go, Sam.
3 balls and no strikes. Yeah, let's check out the book here on Platte Valley pitching in terms of the walks. Yeah, they've issued 7 walks in a game. 3-0 pitch, and that's a fastball for a strike at the knees. It is 3-1 to Sam Metlin. This officially, if you look at it, is the 26th batter overall for Brush, almost around the order 3 times. At third is Wolf. Out of the windup is King. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Come on, Sam.
And the offering, that is outside. It's the 8th walk issued to a Brush hitter. And that'll send up
Batting left fielder,
Caden Schwentz.
number 14.
Let's go, Schwinny.
Caden Schwentz.
Brenda, this kid, Schwentz had a great year.
Schwint has had an awesome year. Good for Caden.
Yes. I mean, out of the 9-hole, led the team in hitting for a long time.
He's fast.
He's fast, yes. I mean, when the offense was struggling early, he was the one getting on base the most. Here we go. Runners at the corners. 2 across and 2 down in the bottom of the third. King looks in. And the pitch. Up and in. A ball and no strikes. To the B-Digger left fielder, Caden Schwentz.
Let's go, Schwinny.
Well, the B-Diggers should be able to make this at the very least a 4.5 inning game. Up by 12 right now in the bottom of the third. The wind is really not blowing too much. The offering in the dirt. Runner goes to second. Throw will not be made, and Metlin's in there. So 2 in scoring position.
Okay. Go, Schwinny.
Or as Brad Shelton likes to refer to them, ducks on the pond. That's baseball jargon from the early 1900s. 2 balls when Brad was born. 2 balls and no strikes. Man, I'm older than him, so imagine that.
Come on, Schwinny.
I have a grandfather born in the 1800s. The pitch. That bounces in and bounces away, but no advance there by Wolf at third. It's 3-0. Yeah, Brad is hoping that for the next breakfast I have new material. 3 balls and no strikes. Buildings by Design for the best in the business. It's your next building project started. Buildings by Design. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 2 across. 13-1 B-Diggers. We're up the third base side with people who are still hope classify me as a friend after this. And the 3-0 pitch right there for a strike. It's 3-1.
Go, Schwint.
Angie, you enjoying the game?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. I know I don't have you on mic here, but I don't, you don't need a mic, especially if they get a big base hit there. And the 3-1 to Caden Schwentz, and that's a strike on the outside corner and a ball tailing away from the right-handed hitter. It is 3-2. Yeah, I should actually take a commercial break after the inning, something I haven't done in a little bit. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third. Brush 13, Platte Valley 1. Well, they're up by 12. They got to play the 4th, unless they score about 8 more runs here. The pitch inside. It's a walk. 9th walk issued to a B-Digger.
Let's go, hot hitter. Let's go.
Number 10, Ty Griffith.
5 home runs for Ty. Either ahead in the home run race.
Yeah, he's got 5.
Yeah.
Well, he hit a majestic 3-run homer in the first inning. I don't think that was a sunset home run. I think it would have gone out of bigger parks, Brenda.
Me too. Absolutely.
Yeah, he got all of it.
Let's go, Ty.
It was a 3-2 hanger to Ty Griffith. Yeah, the top 2 home run hitters are Griffith and Shelton. The pitch, and that's up and in. The ball and no strikes. Here to Ty Griffith. The B-Diggers were just awarded 2 forfeit wins over Liberty Common, and that's really what they had to do because of you've got to get everybody out in this league. So they dropped from 9th to 14th in the RPI. 1-0 pitch inside, nearly hit him.
Go, Ty.
Yeah, and I think that's the right thing to do. Had they played those games, Brush would have won anyway, and they would have dropped the same way. So instead of being 8-5, they're 10-5. The only difference is that you don't have on-field stats with those two games, but you do have the two wins. Yep. So well, that's the important thing. Yeah, you got to save the pitching right now. Runners take their leads. Bases loaded with 2 outs. In a long bottom of the third inning, only 2 across. 2-0 to Griffith. And he swings and drives it deep to left center field. That is off the middle of the fence and over the fence. Let's see, is that going to be a grand slam? I think it might hit the bleachers. Yeah, it hit the bleachers. It hit the bleachers and then went off. It's a grand slam for Ty Griffith. And the Bee Diggers lead 17-1. So I thought what that actually hit was the top of the bleachers. It looked like it hit the fence and went over, but that would be an impossibility. Off the bleachers and then ricocheted over the automobiles out there. And Ty Griffith has 7 RBIs in the game.
Second baseman, number 20.
And has got 7 RBIs.
I think now he's even got the slugging percentage.
17-1.
I think that will put him in the slugging percentage race too.
In the Patriot League?
I think so.
Okay. Brenda's feeding me stuff here that I need. There's Moriarty. Moriarty has hit by a pitch twice and struck out. Winding the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the backstop. No balls and 1 strike. Okay. Brad, maybe I should put Brenda on the spot here. It's an easy one, I think. Most runs Brush has scored in a game this year. Do you know the answer? I'm going top of my head.
19.
They beat Valley 20-9, I believe, was the score in Gilchrist. Okay.
You're right.
And the pitch. No, I don't have it on me. I'm pretty sure that was the score. 1 ball, 1 strike. 20, right? Brenda said I'm right. I haven't heard that in a while because I'm married. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down. And we have 6 across here in the bottom of the third inning. 17-1 Bee Diggers. The right-hander Kevin King kicks and fires. Swung on and driven high down the right field side. Jose Lopez, the first baseman. The ball's twisting, and it's going to land fair in front of the right fielder, Dill. Throw to second, and now Moriarty to third. The throw of the slide, Moriarty's out by a mile. Going to have a double, but Moriarty's out by 15 feet at third base. And that will end the inning for Caden Moriarty, who is credited with a double, but is thrown out on the play at third base. For the Bee Diggers in the inning, 6 runs on 4 hits. No errors and the bases were left empty. To the 4th we go. It is Brush 17, Platte Valley 1 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
All right, here I am back. My spot behind the plate, I'm John Beltran. Thanks to Brenda Shelton, Brad Shelton, Tammy Wellen, everybody that was situated nearby on the third base side. The Bee Diggers have a humongous lead in this game. It's 17-1 over Platte Valley.
Second baseman number 13.
And I'm pretty sure it's a 15-run lead after 4. I'm pretty sure that's the rule. We haven't ever applied that, to be honest with you. Not that I can remember. Certainly not this year. And here we go with Jose Lopez against Sam Metlin, the new pitcher for Brush. One of the stars of the game has been Ty Griffith. A 3-run homer and a grand slam that hit the middle of the bleachers. It just cleared the fence. And then it ricocheted over the automobiles. And let's see the umpire informing the Platte Valley side of the Brush changes over there. And momentarily, Metlin will throw the first pitch of the inning. Jose Lopez has doubled. Pitcher of record in this game is Gabe Medina. And here we go to begin the top of the 4th inning in Brush. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there at State Farm Insurance to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. Metlin gets a sign. And the pitch. That's a strike. Good-looking right-hander. It is 15 after 4. Thank you, Kevin. I should know. Yeah, 20 after 3. Okay. That's what I thought the rule was, but we haven't really applied it in a while. Here's the wind and the pitch. The breaking ball is down the middle for a strike. It's 0-2 to Jose Lopez. So the Bee Diggers will win this game in 3.5 if they limit Platte Valley to a run or less. Anything more than that, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Swung on and popped foul and out of play. Again, the Bee Diggers 14th in the RPI. Here we go with an 0-2, waiting for a new baseball here. Regionals on Monday, and then on the following Saturday is when the state tournament, the double elimination, the 8-team begins in 3A, 4A, and 5A. Different format in 1A and 2A. And the 0-2. Swung on and chopped the first. Kyle Wellen has it on the big bounce. Steps in the bag. 1 out. In the top of the 4th inning, here's
shortstop number 12,
Zach Waimura, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. As he now steps in after the bouncer to first by Jose Lopez. So the temperature actually went down here from 90 to 88. Wind and pitch. Swung on, grounded first base side, foul. With Nick Dill on deck, or he was going to be on deck, they'll have a new hitter coming up instead of Dill. No balls, 1 strike. Here to Waimura. The 0-1. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Count level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's see, we'll get the on-deck hitter momentarily. That's a strike. 1-2, went with a fastball away. Let's see, Charlie Todd is on deck here for Platte Valley. And the offering. Breaking ball is up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, 17-1 Brush. Here in the top of the 4th inning, they will sweep the series from Platte Valley after winning on Monday in Kersey in a 5-inning weather-shortened game. That was a 9-1 score. Metlin with a pitch. Breaking ball is upstairs. Now the board's got 2-2. I have 3-2. Laying down the sign is Hinojos. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball up and in. And Metlin records the strikeout, 2 down.
Now batting number 25, Charlie.
And for Bee Digger pitching, that is their first strikeout today. Here is Charlie Todd to try and extend the game for Platte Valley. The Bee Diggers have these 17 runs on only 8 hits. Platte Valley pitchers have walked, I believe it's 9, and they've hit, 5 batters? Yeah, Metlin is a strike thrower. The pitch, and that's a strike at the knees. Platte Valley will finish their season at 3-13. The Bee Diggers will go to 11-5. We'll have a short recap and get you to the Nuggets a little bit later on. And that is just outside with a fastball, and the count levels at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. It is parents' night as well here. Here's the wind in the pitch. Fastball, a strike, a ball and 2 strikes. Here to Charlie Todd. Yeah, parents' night here. The classes of 22. And there's a swing and a miss, and Todd strikes out, and the Bee Diggers have won the game by a score of 17-1. The Bee Diggers win 17-1. Time for a break, and we'll come back with a recap as they defeat the Platte Valley Broncos on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Bee Digger postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College, here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu.
Please line up over here at the East.
The Beat Diggers win the game over the Platte Valley Broncos in 3.5 innings, 17-1. 17 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. A run, 4 hits, no errors, 5 left on base for Platte Valley. The winning pitcher, Chase Krieger, and the loss went to Gabe Medina. Time of the game, 1 hour and 36 minutes. Hondo had an RBI single in the first and 2-run, 2-out singles by Hinojos and Schwint. A 3-run homer by Ty Griffith. He later added a grand slam in the third inning. The Bay Diggers also had 3 bases loaded walks, and that was it. Brush wins 17-1. They end the regular season at 11-5, and they'll be back at it coming up on Monday. And Monday, regional play will be on the road. We'll find out on Sunday where the Beat Diggers will be playing. It is Parents' Night. The seniors are David Wolf, Joshua Cantu, and Jackson Dunker. The juniors, between varsity and junior varsity, Jace Krieger, Ivan Cardenas, Austin Sisk Metzger, Sam Metlin, Quentin Mulbach, Hondo, Kyle Wellen, Caden Schwinn, Caden Lefevre, Braxton Shelton, Caden Moriarty, Cesar Hinojos, Izzy Hernandez, and Sam Cecil. Class of 2023, the sophomores are Joshua Lancaster, Nate Tyne, Ty Griffith, Cale Stegner, Dylan Martin, and Dominic Ontiveros. And your freshmen, Wiley Eicher, Tanner Ludgate, Cole Curtis, Adan Rodriguez, Brody Dick, Sawyer Albert, Hunter Proctor, and Brendan Strand. That is your entire Brush Beat Digger baseball family from seniors through freshmen, and they will be recognized here on Parents' Night from Sunset Baseball Field here in Brush. Final score once again, and follow us on Twitter and Facebook, our 1010 KSIR Sports Facebook page, and on Twitter at KSIR Sports.
Our 2021 Parents Baseball Night.
As the Beat Diggers defeat the Platte Valley Broncos
Let's get started
by a score of 17-1.
2024.
Right here on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. And I'm John Beltran as well on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Not for the parents, but for the guys.